Today is a big day. For those of us who are interested in seeing the next generation of Windows or Windows 10 or whatever they choose to call it, today is that day because on June 24th, we're getting the official event, What's Next for Windows, and that is when supposedly we're supposed to see a sneak peek at what is literally next for Windows, whether it's Windows 10, whatever it is, we're gonna see it. We gotta hope for the best here because we gotta remember the Surface Pro 8 has not even come out yet. We still have the Surface Pro 7. We have a 7 Plus that's out, and that was like the beginning of them releasing the Surface line. That was the very first Surface consumer Surface device, you know, when it went from tabletop Surface to consumer line. And so what's next for Windows? It feels like we could be hearing some stuff about maybe some devices, obviously the Windows 10 Sun Valley and all its UI refresh goodness that we're all hoping that we get, and hopefully it's significant enough for at least consumers. Obviously businesses is a whole different story, and I'll make a video covering the whole rounded corners debate for that. A lot of things are coming, and it's June 24th. Stay tuned for that. This also comes in line of how Windows Terminal has a version 1.9 out. I took a look at that in preview. So we're getting to like version 2.0 of Windows Terminal, which is nice, which lets you use PowerShell, command line, and Azure Cloud Shell, I believe, all in one interface with just multiple tab support. We have that. We have Visual Studio 2022 coming out soon. We just have a lot of things that are just looks like they're getting ready to be on whole numbers. And it kind of fits that, you know, maybe this fall, all those things will finally reach their solid full numbers. We'll get Windows Terminal, hopefully 2.0. We'll get Visual Studio 2022 to start development on those things. There's just a number of things, programs that I can't even remember right now because I'm excited that we could finally see what's next for Windows, because all these things are components of Windows, things that allow app support on Windows and things like that. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope we get some refreshed, at least Surface, Surface Books. Let's hope we get some refreshed Surface Pro, definitely, because that's like the flagship of the Surface line. It's the beginning. It was the first Surface device in the Surface line after the Surface table and things like that. Let's hope for the best, but I just want to get that news out real quick for you. I'll be staying tuned. It says here we are going to be getting it at 11 a.m. Eastern time, so thank God it's going to be my time on the East Coast of the US, 11 a.m. on June 24th, 2021 this year. And before I even close out the video, in fact, I actually have the picture here, and again, you'll see it on the screen. Maybe it'll cover up my face, who knows. But after looking at it, I don't know whether it's just because of scaling or anything like that. I'm looking for any hints of anything on there, hints of any teases, but it doesn't look like I see any hints of any teases on there of design changes or anything like that. I'm looking for Easter eggs in there, and I can't find any right now. But it just looks like the four squares of the Windows logo are a little bit more spaced apart than usual. There's hints of like the current Windows logo from Windows 8 start menu design, that icon there. There's hints of that inside the logo, but the overall logo is just the Microsoft logo as a whole, which, as you know, the Microsoft logo is the Windows logo now. So it's looking like the symmetrical square that is the Microsoft logo as that What's Next for Windows logo. So I'm thinking, just throwing it out there, this is a very minor thing. We probably will, in that Sun Valley, we'll probably get a refresh start icon, at least, even if the start menu doesn't change too much. We'll probably get a refresh start icon that makes it more not perpendicular, but just symmetrical. We'll probably get that at bare minimum. Who knows what else we get? But again, stay tuned on this channel for more info on what comes out from that whole event. I'll be definitely looking at that, looking forward to design changes, as you know me. Just excited. And last thing before I go, videos coming out relatively soon. I'm not sure when that will be taking a look at version 1.0 of Microsoft Windows, going through the history, Windows through the ages, hint, hint, and it'll be lasting about 12 weeks long. Each episode will be incrementing up until Sun Valley's hopeful release, going through the history of Microsoft Windows. And then another video coming up probably next week or maybe this Thursday. Working on it right now, taking a look at the dilemma of rounded corners, because you guys are mixed on it, I'm mixed on it. So I'm going to just talk about the little psychology and research on rounded corners, the case study that I call it. So stay tuned for that and so much more on this channel. My name is Kwaku, and take care.